G'day, and welcome to another episode of Misadventure TV. We start this misadventure on the famous Gibb River Road in the heart of the Kimberley in Western Australia. It has us heading up the Kalumburu Road to Mitchell Plateau, exploring the ancient Aboriginal rock art and the spectacular Mitchell Falls. The Kalumburu Road is one of the most corrugated you'll find anywhere in Australia. So do yourself a favour and double check every nut and bolt before you hit this section. There'd been a big late wet season. Kalumburu Road to the Mitchell Falls was only open to the public in July. The road further north to Kalumburu was still closed, and we'd unfortunately have to leave that for another trek north. After 60 k's of spine-jarring corrugations, Drysdale River Station is a welcome oasis and a great place to stretch and refresh on the trip north from the Gibb. In addition to being a great campsite, Drysdale has the lot, from fuel and supplies to a quirky phone and a fridge, and of course their famous John Omis burgers. You'll even find a selection of cold beers.
Here we go, across the river.
Even though the rivers all look calm along this section, don't forget the Kimberley is croc territory. And although some rivers in this area are croc free, it still pays to ask the locals. While the trek from the Gibb to King Edward River campsite is only 170k, the incredibly rough road makes it feel more like 1,000. And there's no more welcome sight than arriving at the wide crossing of King Edward River, knowing your campsite for the day is just around the corner. And what a bloody great campsite it is. Situated on the banks of the King Edward River, this would have to be one of our top 10 campsites in Australia. The water was fresh enough to drink straight from the river, and there's enough room to make you feel like you almost have the place to yourself. What a great spot. The rock art in this area is significant for a number of reasons. Here you'll find the ancient Bradshaw art cross paths with the more recent art of the Wandjina. The quality and variation of thousands of years of art is mind-boggling. They are some of the best examples found in the Kimberley, and for that matter, anywhere in Australia. While there are significant sites that are marked off the main roads, take some time out to explore on your own and go looking for some of the lesser known sites, as the hunt and discovery make every find a really special moment. There's no better way for modern day Aussies to get a sense of country than to connect to it through 20,000-year-old rock art. We'll see how good Emma's highlighting skills are, hey? Various websites list the travel time to Mitchell Falls as taking anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. We were fortunate enough that the road was in great condition and did it in about an hour and 30. From the parking area, the trail is well marked with PVC tubes with Wandjina iconography. The first site of significance you'll find along the track is Little Mertens Falls, about 800 metres from the car park, which has now been renamed Mertens Falls.
And people up there, and then everything. Look, that's it from around here. No, not around here. Western Australian Museum, Aboriginal Science, survey number 5.
There's some fantastic rock art here, and the falls themselves are a chance to cool down after what can be a very hot trek. This is a great site for kids to visit as well, and worth the short deviation off the main path.
How was the water under the waterfall?
About 2.5 k's along the track, you'll come to the incredible Big Mertens Falls, recently renamed Mertens Gorge. It's a 60-metre sheer drop to the bottom, so while you'll see me sitting on the edge photographing the view here, be extra careful around the cliff tops. If you've got kids with you, we recommend skilling them up on cliff top protocols before you hit the trails. There are a host of great viewing areas along the trek to Mitchell Falls, but they pale in comparison to that first glimpse you get at the top of the falls as the track opens up on the river. Make sure you leave early in the morning for this trek to make the most of the site. It's as good as it gets anywhere in the Kimberley and as good as it gets anywhere in Oz. In the spectacular Mitchell Falls. We made the most of our time here by booking a last helicopter back to the parking area. It gave us plenty of time to enjoy the trekking, a few hours to enjoy a relaxing swim and catch some rays by the river, and then one of the best experiences you'll find anywhere. The helicopter costs about $135 a person, but it's well worth the investment. It's some of the most incredible views you'll find anywhere in the country.